Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is well. I want to talk about finding joy. Finding joy. I notice with this walk, I am just like, okay, God, I need to do this. I can't do this. Is it time to move here? Is it time to stay put? Should I fast? Should I do this? Like, it's so much in my mind that goes on. I don't know if I'm the only Christian, but, or one that has a relationship with God, but I overwhelm myself a little bit too much to the point where I don't move because it's overwhelming on how much I'm trying to put on myself. And then sometimes I'm giving myself a schedule and I'm like, okay, on this day, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fast, I'm going to pray, and blah, 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 blah. Well, God, this weekend. So let me tell you a funny story. So my car battery just stopped working out of nowhere. I think I left the car light on. It's just long story, but I was just overwhelmed. I'm not even gonna lie. I was supposed to help out at the church, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like my car is not starting. This is so bad, and I was overwhelmed, right? And God was like, find joy in me. Find joy in me. So I'm gonna read Psalm 126, 5 and 6. It says, "Those who plant in tears will harvest with shouts of joy. They weep as they go to plant their seeds, but they sing as they return with the harvest." This verse, y'all. God wants us to feel our emotions. May I say that? Is that okay to say? God wants you to feel when you're feeling the joy, when you're feeling sad, or when you're feeling frustrated. But you need to come to Him with what you have. And then while you're crying, God was showing me this vision as I was like reading this verse. He was showing that I like had so many tears as I'm gardening and planting the seed, but my tears were nourishing the seed. And that seed was sprouting, but that seed symbolized your walk. That seed symbolized your life. Honestly, like when you're going through life and when you're going through these trials and temptations, or even just walking through life and you just don't know what to do, God is saying, just let that emotion that you feel come out and find joy in me. It's okay to cry. It's okay to weep for the night. But what does it say? Joy comes in the morning. So God was just allowing me that day where my car broke down. God allowed me to literally just be there. And I cried, I sang, I was just like, screaming, or I was just silent. But when God was showing me that, like, when you plant that seed and you are real, you're nourishing that seed. Because honestly, and I noticed this with my plant babies, when I speak to them, when I'm aware of them, when I'm just like covering them in my love, my actual love, the flowers grow a lot better, right? But then when I'm just like, okay, let me just water you real quick, let me do what I have to do, and your flowers don't grow as well. So it's the same with your life. If you are intentional with your life, if you are nourishing your life, if you're nourishing your body in wellness, if you're nourishing your mind by reading the Bible, reading the Word, and praying, and you're just nourishing your body in general by just living your life and not being under pressure by what not only the world thinks of you, but also what the church thinks of you. Sometimes we think like once we get into church, we have to we have to flip who we are, and we have to like change everything about ourselves. We have to change the way we dress. We have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we talk. We have to change the way we present ourselves when we're in our emotions. But God never says that. God never said that in the Word. He says, come as you are. You know, if He says, come as a child, kids are having a child that's almost 2. Kids, they don't laugh and have fun all the time. Most of the time when they're hungry, what do they do? It's like right on the forefront. They're crying, they're shouting. When they're frustrated, they're stomping their feet. They're like showing you how they're feeling. God is saying, come to me. God is saying, 126, it says, those who plant in tears will harvest with shouts of joy. Plants of tears, like tears can be a sign of joy. Tears can be a sign of sadness. Tears can be a sign of depression. Tears can be even a sign of just too much light in your eye or allergies. But tears is not just a sign of sadness. So you have to realize you can turn those tears to something else that will actually reap a harvest. So I hope that led you with some encouragement. I hope that brings you joy. But this is just a time for you to live your life. Live your life with God. Listen to God. And also, I want to mention that God was showing me, like, when you live your life, I will direct your path on this narrow way. Don't sit and stand still. Like, you need to move so I can correct you when you're wrong. Because if you don't do anything, you're allowing the enemy to seclude you. So live your life and make sure you're aware. Don't be just acting crazy and living this YOLO life. No, live your life in the way where you'll be able to hear God all the time, and you have to live it. You have to go out, you have to walk. So I hope that leads you with some encouragement. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.